Good morning, everybody. Sorry about the audio mix there. We're still getting used to this live streaming on YouTube. It does have a clearer picture for us, but we are still getting used to the setup on here. I want to show you guys something real quick. So this morning says in bio, as you all know, I called a short on this moments before this thing absolutely tanked. On Friday, I caught the news really fast. Didn't have time to make an official alert on it. Just kind of at everybody, hey, I'm shorting this right now. If I would have went through the original process, you wouldn't have got in. So hopefully you guys caught the short on this, because it went from $6 to 70 cents within seconds. The second thing I seen this morning was Lion Electric Q2 revenue triples. If you look at the chart on LEV, this is actually a pretty solid chart. So look at the daily on it. Looks like most growth stocks, but for the revenue to triple like that, this thing is definitely way down. So this is near long-term support. It's at 1405. You look at the hourly on it, just at 1389. And right now, that's where it's at pre-market. So even with the earnings doing well, you look at this long-term support right at this $13 range. You can see it hit lows of 1275, 1276, and right here 1387. So the first thing that I'm going to watch, since that 1387 is lost, one of these two here. We could get a nice bounce off of that. That is from 1276 all the way to 20 plus. This could be a big swing for us if we catch this right and if it has the right volume. So I will be watching that. Disney, huge after hours. Peloton, I put on my watch list today as a potential short. I'll show you why real quick. First, the news was Peloton overcharged members with false sales tactics. They do have a lawsuit against them right now. So this has been up pretty big since this $80 range all the way up to $130. So this can fall extremely hard when it does. If you look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour on it, you can see that it has two support levels. If it loses this final support right here, and this first one does not hold, we can go all the way down to 101. This one's going to be 108 range at 110 right now, so only a $2 drop to the first support and then 8 more to the second. But if we lose this secondary support, this thing can go all the way towards $80, especially with a claim like that, and especially with the market falling. So definitely keep a close watch on this one. Number 3 is going to be CleanSpark again. So I like this anywhere near $13. If you look at the chart on it, it's been in a long-term consolidation pattern. This in contrast to Bitcoin, which has been absolutely ripping off these levels, just hit 48,000 already out on this 28. So this is the level we were going over massively. Literally was going over it right here at 29,000. I told you guys this thing was probably going to bounce big. And my favorite two off of it was XRP and ADA. Both of them are up over 100% off these lows. So, you can't ignore these long-term support levels because they just hold. They either hold or they don't. It's not rocket science for these. I don't want you guys to overthink these trades. If this hasn't broken 28,000 since January, and we're here at this level, and you're seeing divergence on the RSI or the MACD is turning in your favor, these are likely to bounce. And now it's at a level it looks like it can push all the way back towards 50,000 plus. This looks like it's ripping right back up towards this 60,000 range. We'll see what it does at this level. As you can see, in any push, there was always extreme down days. So in order to get from 28 to 64,000 last time, it wasn't straight up. You went from 57 all the way to 43. 62 all the way to 49, then finally the all-time high near the $64,000 range. Then we even had a short bounce there before I had most people get out of their positions right here. So a lot of people did listen to me and dropped all their crypto right here because this thing fell all the way back to its very first support level. So I will be watching CleanSpark. They mine 18 Bitcoins per day now, as you can see with the news on it that's recent. If you look at CLSK, it's something that we did go over last night. So I just want to show you guys that we're not able to come there last night. Has a $45 and $50 price target. You look at the first news on it right here. CleanSpark acquires second data center to increase Bitcoin mining capacity. Okay, and this is huge because it expected to boost total daily Bitcoin production to 18 Bitcoins per day. 18 Bitcoins a day is a lot, especially with Bitcoin ripping. They do have earnings after hours today. This could be a big beat or it could be a loss. There's always high risk holding anything through earnings, but I will be watching those. And finally, the gambling sector. DraftKings has been at buy levels, as you can see from my trading view charts that I posted in the watch list. DraftKings is right here at a break point as well. Let me go ahead and clear this whole thing out. We have a nice clean break right here. This was the rejection level. This is where it broke. This is what it's holding. So as long as it holds this $50 range, this can continue to push all the way to $60, possibly $65 or more, as long as this holds. So this is the break point on it. You can clearly see the wedge and the uptrend on this. This thing had a nice clean break. This was also talked about right at the break point last week. I know some people that did get in at 48 off this watch, but if DraftKings moves, Penn is making the same type of move. See, DraftKings made its break and its hold. Penn also break and hold, and it's actually right at its hold right now. If it does hold this level, we can see some upside from here. If not, it can come all the way down to the 61 range. Silver made a nice little bounce. We were very oversold. This looks like it can gap all the way to $24. So Kumo's silver play does look really good at this level if the market sentiment is has fear in it, because the bottom of this range is this $20 range. It held the entire year. So this is where it just bounced off of again. You see we're oversold. You go to the 30-minute. We're just making our push to 22, which will put you in the money. If we do break above that, these options will absolutely print. You can see how quickly they do move. You can look at these $22 calls and just look at the history on it, and they're $26 now, but not long ago they were $462. It's just on June 1st, so not long ago. And that is for SLV. June 1st, if you want to take a look at the chart and see where that was, not too long ago, we're just right here. So, you know, one tick up to this last range. I mean, you know, this is high for that. I'm not saying it's going to go all the way to that $400 to $600, but you know, it can certainly cross 22 towards 24, which would still be a 200 to 300% gain. Looking at the last one, China got bad news on their economic outlook today in regards to retail and sales, things like that. If you look at the entire market in general, with the NASDAQ, you look at the 1 minute, it looks okay, but if you look at the daily, we're very high in all three of these. Dow Jones, all-time high, just hit, seen a little pull from it, and the S&P 500 just hit all-time high again. So most people panic out on dips, and now that you look at these dips where market correction per se, where it was coming in right here, It's not even noticeable. You can barely even notice the dips. You could have literally bought any market dip on the way down and you still would be at all-time high. Now, just because the entire market's at all-time high, they're top heavy with things like Apple and Tesla and Microsoft and great companies. They're not heavy with penny stocks or growth stocks. So that's why you're not seeing all the growth stocks moving with the market itself. But we got about 20 minutes till open. So just kind of want to give you guys a quick look at what I'm watching. I'm watching some of those gambling plays. I'm watching Roblox for earnings today as well. So if we go to the 30-minute chart on Roblox and the 5-minute, you can see this is where we closed at, which is 83.45 range. We're right at that range now. Could have some room towards $83. So I'm going to be watching for a dip in the morning right to this range right here. And I do think that Roblox can probably get some momentum going into earnings. It is a very popular stock. It is a very popular game. So if you look at the volume for yesterday, you know, it had a nice day running up for people knowing that it does have earnings today. So we'll see what this does at open. If this very first support level holds right here, I'm looking to jump in. If not, I'm going to see if this second support here holds. And I'm looking for a nice swing and a push into close today. Maybe 83.5, 84, 84.5 calls on this. Just already hit that pre-market today. And we can have a nice quick day trade on Roblox. So that is something that I will be watching for. And hopefully you guys do as well. So market opens here soon. Me and Emily are going to get ready and have these things set up and ready to go for open. So thanks for joining if you guys did. And we're going to try and get used to having a quick live for pre-market. That way you guys can get a better look at not necessarily what I'm watching, but actually visually see what I'm watching. I do think that it'll help you guys in the future, and we are still getting used to this platform. First time we ever did it last night, so give us a little room for error, and we will get it down within the next couple days. OBS system is a little bit new to me, so we're still kind of fine-tuning a few things. But thank you guys. We'll see you live at open. I still will be doing live streams on Discord. This is mostly going to be primarily used for the ones that I'm doing educational teaching on. Covered calls, cash secured puts, what theta, gamma, what delta is, things like that. Things that you guys need to know in regards to your options. That way if you do need to watch it in the future, this will automatically save it. The last one took a little bit longer to save only because it was an hour and 30 minutes long. You must understand that YouTube goes through a system in regards to screening it, so it will take time for it. But last night's live also is on there, going through some of the 5K challenge. But we'll see you guys at open, and thank you for joining. If you're not on here, please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, thank you.